My journey of life was never of non-working. I was always enthusiastic. I've always worked for the likes of Red Seal, Wakeri, 50 kgs of bags on my head. I grew up as a man. I was by myself at that time. I didn't have any families in Harare that I knew. Anyway, life happens. Working in TM. Listen, life is funny. Guess the job I was doing in TM. In TM, I was actually a baker. I used to do baking in a bakery. I used to do cakes. I used to do scones. Now that I got your attention of what's coming, subscribe to my channel. Shape the future of Africa. Let's do it together by subscribing to my channel. I thank you. Welcome to the rise of us. I've decided, I've been pondering for a long time, how can I share my story on this wonderful platform of social media. I've decided it's time. I think I've been wondering all along, like, how do I get on this social media platform and say my story? There's no good story or bad story. A story is a story. And I thought, but even if I talk my story, but where do I start? This is the rise of us. I'm representing the Africans. My name is Tendai Madume. I'm a father, an entrepreneur, a farmer. No, it could be more about farming, but I'm still a farmer. I'm here to tell my story, where it all began and where it's going. It's exciting that you look at a camera and you share your story to people, to inspire people. I'm saying my story today is the beginning of a lot of series that I'm going to be undertaking that are going to inspire people. I'm looking forward to this conversation I'm going to have with myself, speaking within me, the inner me. It's exciting. I wonder how people do it, but I've got the guts now to do it. I've watched a lot of videos online, and I'm going to add my own story to it. Why not? What's stopping me from doing it? I've got the mic, I've got the camera, action, let's go. Now, I live in Plymouth, which is in Devon, UK. That's where I live with my family, my wife, and my two kids. My daughter's just turned 18, my son is 10, and that's a little of what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you where it all began in Rusabe, which is my hometown. Those who know me from my hometown, I am a Vengere boy. I was not born in Vengere, but I grew up in Vengere. And I become one of the part of the Vengarians, the neighbors. That's only a part you're not going to understand. But those who know me, the inner means, the Vengarians will know what I've just said. I went to the Rijeko Primary School with my headmaster Madziwa. This school was not far. It was just like, I could say, 5 minutes walk from my house, which was very convenient. It was a new school. It was opened with us as grade ones, if you like. So we opened the school, and I remember very well, vividly, Robert Gabriel Mugabe in his proper suits during his younger days. He came to inaugurate the opening of the school. He brought a helicopter into the school. You know, seeing a helicopter in Rusape, it's like seeing miracle, things flying in the air, that kind of thing. So that's where I went from grade 1 to grade 7. I was fascinated with soccer, we call it, not football. We call it soccer. Fascinated a lot with football. I became one of the players at the school. Academically, all right. And don't judge me. I was all right. I could add 1 + 1 3, that kind of thing. You know, get my score, get my drift, finish my grade 7 there. And then I went up to Form 1, which is a secondary school in my town. That's where it all began. Yeah. Listen, my upbringing was not the best of all. My mom was a hardworking woman. Shout out to my mom. She did everything she can to make us, to feed us. I'm from a single parent. I happened not to ever see my father. Only once I've seen my father. But it happens. It didn't stop life. Life is like that. If you are being encouraged with my words, please follow, subscribe to this channel where I'm going to tell you my story. Why not? Did you want to hear my story? A boy raised by a single father. You're going to understand what's going to happen next. Then you get motivated, because that's the whole point of this program. I'm going to motivate people from different backgrounds to build empowerment. As you can see on my logo there, the rise of us. Man, I didn't say the rise of me. I'm speaking for the nations. I'm speaking for the continent. I'm speaking for everybody. I played football in Vengeria. As a way out, I happened to be all right. I was good. I was not Ronaldo or Messi, but I was all right. Those who know me, please comment in the comment section for my hometown. Played for my school. Played for local teams in my hometown. At the same time, I also grew up on a market. That's where the entrepreneurship started. The man was a vendor. I started even early. I remember one time I was out 12 midnight. I was only grade 4, which is probably year 3 in the UK, selling eggs on the train station in my town, Rusape. Only trains pass there once and only pass there at midnight. So you have to go to the train station, which was about 45 minutes walk from my house, sail with the train, and come back home, sleep, ready for school tomorrow. That was my life, Now looking back, I'm embracing it because it made me who I am. Like, look at me now, that kind of thing, But life is like that. Life is like seasons. Your season will come. Be patient. Don't push it. So I grew up on the market. I sold vegetables, apples, bananas, tenza. Those who are from my hometown know tenza. A rare fruit. It's fruit which is like a watery juice fruit. I'm not sure what's called in English. Those who are grammatically eloquent, please highlight us what's tenza in English. So I grew up. That was my childhood. A lot of selling, a lot of market vending, to help out my mom, who was a single parent. I did all that, and I'm really chuffed and proud that I did that. At the time, probably wouldn't have made sense. At the time, I could have probably expect more or ask for more at the time. But let me tell you, now looking back on it at my age, now turning 50 very soon, I'm embracing it because it has made me who I am today. Those skills, the people skills, the market skills, the sales skills, the one that makes me go behind this market right now, talking to myself, but sharing my story. So I finished my Form 4. I didn't go A level. I'm a Form 4 kind of guy. I didn't do too. Did I do too bad? I had five O levels, which is a goal for every child, a wish for every parent. I had 5, but I didn't have my English, which I ended up doing at the University of Zimbabwe. Guess whoa! That sounds posh, isn't it? There was a language school because by that time I was a man. I managed to get a job in a local supermarket, providing for my mom as well. My journey of life was never of non-working. I was always enthusiastic. I'm always working. I worked for the likes of Red Seal. I carry 50 kgs of bags on my head. Those who work at Red Seal, shout out to my boys, Red Seal boys. I work for ZESA, which is Zimbabwe Electrical Commissioning, whatever. Digging holes for those poles, for the lines, for the electricity. I did all that. I was never a home person. I was never a lazy person. I can easily say I'm proud because I did all that without the direction of my father. My role models, was not my father. I had people around me. I was looked after. I could eat 3 to 4 houses. Me growing up, I was a loved person. It's They say a child is raised by a village. I can easily say I had a few mothers in my time of growing up in my hometown, Rusape. I'm forever grateful for the people who cooked for me. I have gone back and speak to the people since I've been to Zim as a man. They helped my mom for me to be where I am today, you see. Because everyone who feeds you 1 meal, 2 meal, in whatever week or a day, must be grateful. So I did, after my O levels, I went to work at TM Rusape. After a few, of course, my club, Red Seal, JMB Pirates, where I played a lot of football. There is I can easily say for myself that in my hometown, I'm one of those guys who, when we talk of football back in the days, you also have to mention my name in that category. So I'm proud, and I'm forever be grateful of that. So yes, life happens working in TM. Listen, life is funny. Guess the job I was doing in TM. In TM, I was actually a baker. I used to do baking in a bakery. I used to do cakes. I used to do scones. Those who know the story, that's where it all begins. I'm not going to get into that much because it's not what we're here. I'm just giving you the background of the man I am. Yes, I might have lacked a father figure in my growing up, but shout out to the people who were there for me. It was not. I didn't suffer. Any childhood from Rusape could have. We could play our chikweshe. We could play our football at the park. We could all day, all night, come home dusty, get slapped for being dusty, shower, use your saliva to brush the dust on your legs so you can go to bed or go inside, watch TV next door through the window because you didn't have a TV at the time. I did all that. Life was easy. Life was good. I embraced that life. And that's just after, of course, the independence of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe was just upcoming country, was the fruit basket of Africa. Everything was reachable. It was nice. They were building new locations. Everything was good in Rusape for me. But time comes when a man has to flee the nest. I left Rusape through my work at TM. They opened TM Groombridge in Harare. They said, who's the best guy to make cakes up here? They come and pick me up, bro. They come and pick me up and say, this guy is making dope cakes. Thomas Mikos, which is the owners of TM at the time. They come through Rusape. I just finished doing a cake for a wedding that was happening the next day. They were flabbergasted. They were surprised. Who makes these kind of cakes? And your man was in the mix. Your man was in the mix. So they said, okay, let's do it. You are moving to Harare because we're opening a new branch in a suburb, which was it was dominantly 80% white in Groombridge. That's why I ended up doing my English O levels at University of Zimbabwe, living Kwameric, which is what impacted in Harare. There's my life starts. I was now a Harare boy. You know how it is when Harare calls, things are happening in Harare, they don't normally stay in Harare because the pace in Harare is fast. You gotta gear up So I became a Harare boy, living in TM, playing for University of Zimbabwe as a non-academic player. Because I was not a student, I was non-academic, so they called us Nabas. Those who knows will know. If you've been to University of Zimbabwe and you happen to watch their football, I played under Kenan Banana, which was my coach at the time, and also Farai Mbizo, who was my also a coach at the University of Zimbabwe, because I was working just TM Groombridge, which was just behind university. So that was my training ground, and I'm off home to Warren Park. I grew up as a man. I was by myself at that time. I didn't have any families in Harare that I knew anyway. I've always happened to be a guy, like I said, that was likable. I fitted in Warren Park. I left a good legacy in Warren Park. I left legacy University of Zimbabwe. I left a legacy TM Groombridge. Then the time comes. The men went to Rangers to study computer science. The time the computer science programming was coming into the mix. Man was doing programming. Then I studied computer science, started to apply for scholarship, and I found myself in UK studying computer science. Don't forget to follow me. This is the channel, The Rise of Us. I'm just talking about my story. So when we get to the point where I want us to say the rise of us as Africans, don't forget to follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is your boy. I'll be back on the next to tell you what happened when I arrive in UK. Stay blessed. Peace. Imagine arriving in the UK and you don't know anybody apart from the address where you are going. Just imagine. I'll see you in my next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.